There's a career path that is high-paying, recession-proof, doesn't require a college degree, and as crazy as it sounds, is a career where people as young as the age of 18 have been able to land full-time jobs, often working remotely. Today I'm going to go over what this career is, why you should seriously consider it, and how you can get started. This is an especially important video for those of you that are unsure about going to college, or if you're simply sick of doing odd jobs and want a real career, especially during these unsure times. So make sure you pay close attention. The largest trend in recent times has been the mass adoption of the internet. Billions of people are using it every single day, and many of us spend more time on the internet compared to engaging with real life. In a way, the internet is almost like another country, which would make it the largest country in the world. Now, what's interesting is that all the citizens of this country can interact with each other for free. Anyone who decides to start a business in this country will have access to more customers, all while spending less money than they would had they decided to do something in real life. A beekeeper who uses the internet to sell his honey is almost guaranteed to make more than the same beekeeper who refuses to use the internet and instead focuses on selling his honey in a physical store. Almost every business owner in the world now realizes this and is in the process of transitioning. These owners need people that can help them grow online, which is why I believe the best career path these days is anything related to building in the digital world. Now, some of you might say, Pill, it's too late. You've been talking about this for years. I doubt there's still such a high demand for this type of work. I'm sure all of those businesses already figured this out ages ago and filled all those positions. But the numbers say otherwise. If we take a look at the number of job offerings for just one type of builder, a digital marketer, essentially someone who helps businesses market themselves online, oftentimes helping them run their ads on Google and Facebook, you can see that there were only 50,000 job openings in 2020. And now there's over 200,000 openings in 2022 in the USA alone. Why is this happening? Well, the great lockdowns of 2020 sped up internet adoption by years. Business meetings that used to happen in person became Zoom calls overnight. Companies saved tens of thousands of dollars, and everyone realized that doing business online was simply easier and also more profitable. And so the demand for people who can build out the digital side of their businesses increased drastically. The problem is that it isn't easy to find these builders. Why? Well, it's because many digital skills are hard to teach in conventional school systems. Take, for example, growing a following on TikTok. There are almost zero universities that can teach you how to become an expert at TikTok because the algorithm is constantly changing. By the time the school designs a lesson plan for the next semester, it will already be outdated information. This puts people who actively work on improving their digital skills at a huge advantage. This means they have leverage over their employers. They can negotiate for much higher wages. When I first started talking about digital marketing 5 years ago, the average entry salary was around $30,000. Nowadays, the average starting rate is $40,000 to $50,000, and many people quickly climb to $60,000 to $70,000 after just 1 year of experience and $80,000 to $90,000 after just 2 years. Now, if you're wondering where I'm pulling these numbers from, it's actually from students in a digital marketing course that I've been promoting for over 5 years. If you want to learn more about it, there's a link to a video in the description box below. This course is run by my good friend Seth Himes, and it's a unique course in that it actually teaches you how to get a real full-time job. It has a very high success rate. The majority of students who complete the course and start applying for jobs end up with job offers in less than 6 months. Many of the students are 18 or 19 years old and are still able to find work because the employers are looking for a specific skill set and not a college degree. Yes, that means there are 18-year-olds who go through the course, end up getting a real job, work in the industry for 2 years, and end up making close to $100,000 every year, while their peers are still 2 years away from graduating college. Now I want to touch on why I believe digital careers are recession and future-proof. When recessions happen, people actually end up spending more time online because it costs less. It's the cheapest form of entertainment. Take, for example, concerts. It costs significantly less to host a concert online, and you're not limited by the location or the size of the stadium, which means that a very high number of people can attend for a very low price. A recent Travis Scott concert held in Fortnite had over 12 million attendees. These are mind-boggling numbers, and you can only imagine the ways this could be monetized. As more and more people spend the majority of their free time online, more and more of the economy will move online. This trend will likely go on for the next decade or two, which means there will be a constant demand for digital builders during recessions and also in the future. Now, which type of digital career should you go for? There's so many to choose from. If you're really good with numbers and solving problems, you can teach yourself how to program or write smart contracts, which can land you very, very high-paying jobs. On the other hand, if you're really artistic, you can draw and design things, but I wouldn't recommend this path unless you've already been making art for over 5 years. And of course, there's digital marketing. The reason I like to recommend it so much is because it's one of the easier digital skills to learn. You're essentially just managing the digital media advertisements for businesses. I've been recommending this course to many people I know in real life. Here's a friend of mine who couldn't find work out of college. I convinced him to go through the program last year, and within 6 months, he landed a job with a $64,000 salary. If you are interested in learning more, click on the link down below. If you are not interested, it is totally fine. Just find anything that relates to building in the digital world. Heck, I've even seen Minecraft builders rake in large sums of cash helping metaverse projects build. And I want to leave you with one last thought. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you've grown up with the internet. You've logged in tens of thousands of hours, which means that you've developed a skill set that most of the older generation does not have. Why spend years trying to learn something completely new when you have a skill that you are already somewhat decent at? Take advantage of your strengths. This will help you become successful with significantly less effort. Besides that, guys, stay tuned.